Man, good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I finally made it. I've been woke since 5. And if you guys are tuning in, if it's your first time, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. I am going to be on here for 25 minutes exactly. 25 minutes exactly. No more, no less. Because we got goals. And according to goals, we have time limits with those goals. We have time limits with the goals. And as you guys can see, all right, it's gonna grow in. As you guys can see, the title of today's room is "What is your end goal with music?" What's your end goal with music? So, as I was getting ready today, early in the AM, I said perhaps I should gather some music performers in the area around and get a band started, because the goal is to play music. The goal is to play music. And then there's a part of me that said, Jay, you can't play. Said you can't play, but I for sure can orchestrate, and bring people together. So, guys, what's your goal? I mean, if you're sitting down and you want to learn this piano, or for that nature, this is Jay Studio. If you want to learn anything in life, you got to figure out what your end goal is, what your end game is. Right now, another goal of mine, the end game is, I think the subscriber level was at 1, somewhere around 1890. So the goal is 2K, and hopefully I can make 2K today. If you guys like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification, give me some feedback, even if you don't like it. Say I don't like the material. And the goal with that would be to bring forth better content. Oh, okay, I was looking for a phone. So I'm gonna get myself situated here real quickly with a new song. At the beginning of the year, I said to myself, I want to become a better reader. So that also was a goal. So it's going. How's it going? It's something that you've got to do every day. So when we talk about what the end game is, okay, what's the steps toward the end game? Hold on for 1 second, please. So guys, also you got to think about what are the steps towards your goal. So my goal is to become a better reader. One of my main steps towards achieving that goal is I was going through this book here, or just something in general, in reading new pieces of music without knowing without knowing how it sounds, without knowing how it sounds. Kind of a strength building technique. My goal also is I would say, you know, you with setting your goal, or your end game with this. And I got this from a classical pianist. I was driving to a stop today. I got this from a classical pianist, and he was like, "You got to decide what your goal is with this." He said, "If you're starting later, you know, as far as uh, as far as starting later and learning some of these complex classical pieces, you're not going to have the length of time that you need. So you've got to decide what your goal for your playing is for you." I don't know why these keys get so sticky and weird like. So guys, in the comment section, drop a hello, drop a good morning, and let me know what your goals are. I'll do some playing for a little bit. At least I can get some practice time in with a song that I am unfamiliar with, in the key of F. Turn that up a little bit. And of course, what else we have in the key of F? I try not to do that. I try not to do that. That's the definition of insanity. Playing the same thing over. I try not to do that either. I like that intro right there. Charlie Brown, a Peanuts song. Clip, good morning. I probably can. I do have a Charlie Brown book. Have I learned to play the piano song? I'm going to say no. But can I? I'm going to say yes. It's kind of like I have a technician, and he gave me he was going out on somebody gave him a call, and he wanted to do something. He said, "I can't do that." I say never say that you can't. Can't is not in the vocabulary. So I'm quite sure if I pulled up the Peanut song and worked on it for about a period of 3 weeks, yeah, I could bring you that. I can bring you that. I did do Christmas Time is Here, which is a Christmas song. I did my own interpretation of that song, a reharm, which is really good. And speaking of that, we do have Christmas time coming around. Christmas time coming around. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. And why am I mentioning that is because I have my music student working on that. However, with Christmas time swiftly approaching, I want to get him to working on maybe some Carol of the Bells, something simple, something that people can gravitate towards when he plays. But one thing at a time. He's got to finish that song first. Guys, end goal. What's the end goal? What's your end game? I would actually like to know. Soon, I'm going to figure out how to hook audio up to this. We're going to take it to the next level. It's kind of like my end goal with this channel is, of course, I want to hit 2K today. I would love to hit 2K today, with the goal of going to 5K. But we're gonna take it take it 1K at a time, and then we're gonna gravitate towards. If you guys look around this room, I already have the mic stationed up, audio equipment ready. Um, we're gonna go live with some voices, questions, Q&As. I did Q&A Sunday, which seemed to do pretty good. Which seemed to do pretty good. But yeah, the goal with this channel, number one, is even though I can get monetization on the channel, I have not applied for it yet because I have a bigger goal in mind. And sometimes delayed gratification is the best thing when we're talking about going towards your bigger goals. Okay, why haven't you done this yet? Because I'm looking further and further down the road. Why aren't we here yet? Because I'm looking further and further down the road. Even though there's an immediate goal, sometimes I'm delaying that gratification going after my long-term goal. If you guys look around again this room, I got various musical instruments, um, different dolls, all those things. I set those things to the side. I didn't just want to be a beat maker, ripping samples off of somebody else. I wanted to be the person that people say, "Hey, can we sample you?" And with that goal in mind, I said I gotta get my reading up to par. So you guys can kind of see how my long-term ultimatum is pausing all of this delayed gratification. I literally stopped cold turkey. I haven't fired up that Akai, and when I do, I'm updates and updates and updates away from needing to update that system because I have a bigger goal in mind. And my bigger goal ultimately is going to affect the smaller goal and make that even stronger. Yes, I'm drinking my energy drink because after this live goes off, even though I'm running kind of late today, I'm going to still head to the gym because that is another goal of mine. You guys are going to find out that with goals, you've got to maintain consistency. Even if it kills you. Okay, I want to get out and do today. Well, that can wait. Because I can control that. What I'm attacking first is something that I can't control. I'm not going to say I can't control the health, but it's just a little bit more difficult because I like to do things like eat sweets, eat cakes. I had to cut that off cold turkey because of some blood test readings that came back saying, "Hey, your levels are saturated. You got fructose in your veins." I look healthy, but you got the fructose in the veins, and we can't have that. We can't have that. We just can't have the. And babe, what you call that when people just drop dead of a heart attack? The Widowmaker, the silent killer. Yeah, Widowmaker, silent killer. I at least wanna. That's my wife in the background. I at least want to live to achieve the goal. I just don't want to just fall flat trying to take a jog. So let me see where we are. Both hands. This song is called the Exodus song. Again, you guys know a goal of mine was to read. This is in the key of F. F has one accidental. Let's see if I get that smooth. No. Do it in timing. Do it like you know how to do it properly. There you go. Left hand. All right. We got those two things going. So, of course, guys, here's my darling wife. Right, darling, beautiful wife. So wait. Okay. Did you say hello? There you go.
Hello, supporters. Have a good day, babe.
Yeah. Anyway, man, she just throws me off track. She's so beautiful. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. The goal is to become a better reader, a better reader. So I don't care. And here's one thing about your end goal. You're not going to care what people say. You're not going to care what people think. Because the first thing that you're going to ask those people, and you can kindly look at them and say, what are you doing? Plain and simple. If anybody has anything to say about your playing, oh, you don't sound like this. Look at them and be like, what have you done? And I'm quite sure they're not going to give you a response because it's a valid question. Because at least, guys, at least you're trying. At least you're trying. I like that. I like that turnaround. I like that. I never used that before. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because I know how to do that. I want to explore the unknown. I want to get that goal better. So let's see. Let's see if I can get a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know the lyrics. This land is mine. God gave this land to me. So let's start off right there. Let's see if we can at least. Is this fired up yet? Okay, it is. I got a little bit of juice, or enough juice, I should say. So let me see. Let me see. Taking little bars at a time. Now we're gonna stutter. I'm trying to look at the corner of the book. Was that right? Let's do that. Let's do that again. And this is what you're gonna. This Rob, man, you're up late, man. Goals. I'm talking about what the end game is. What the end game is. Just a brief recap. I was telling the people in the room that when they start learning how to play music, they've got to decide what their end goal is. They've got to decide what their end goal is, especially if they're starting later on in life. You know, if it depends on how much time you have. What's the end goal? And I even discussed creating a band. I personally had some goals or have some goals. BMI and ASCAP, singer, songwriter, blah 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 blah. Some of my long-term goals that I want to achieve stopped some of my short-term goals, such as beat making, producing, blah 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 blah. I literally had to stop doing all of that because I wanted to focus on one specific thing that is going to affect or enhance my short-term goals, you know, and that was actually becoming a better reader of music. That's just a brief recap inside the room, guys. If you're new, you guys know the drill. And also 2K today. 2K today. I also expressed the goal. I said, hey, this is where I'm at with the support level. Today I want to see 2K. If I don't see 2K, I'm gonna see 2K sometime this week. You know, because I have a long-term goal. And also part of that goal is to seek out some bandmates. So let me see real quick. I'm going back to this song. I don't know if you've heard it. It's called the Exodus song. Where was I at? I was supposed to end up with the C. Okay, I want to stop right there because I want to know if I even have the right melody of the song. So we have to come. And when you guys start off learning a new song, this is letting me there's a F right there. So you're supposed to start off loud with that. Yeah, but because I like to play softly and prettily. And of course, my fingering is off, so I'm getting all of that. I'm getting all the Why am I starting on the wrong finger? Let's see. Let's see with the. Take it a little bit slow. Okay, that's what we got going on right there. That's what we got. I got 5 more minutes in this live. 5 more minutes. Okay. Never heard the Exodus song. The reason why, personally, the reason why I don't like to listen to the music first is because I have a great thing called relative pitch. Got a great relative pitch. It ain't perfect. I think my perfect pitch is a semitone for those down under, or a half step off, always. But the reason why, if you want to, and I don't even know if I should leave this nugget yet or if I should leave it for later. Let's do that for a later video. The reason why I don't want to listen to the song is I don't want my memory to kick in and I don't want to start playing by memory. Remember, the end goal or the end game by the end of this year is to become more proficient in reading. More proficient in reading. It's going to take time. You guys see, I got my big glasses on with my blended bifocals so that I can see what's going on. That is the end goal. The end goal isn't to play stuff. The end goal isn't to play all the stuff I already know. I don't want to impress you with that. That's not the end goal. The end goal, again, it's like somebody asked me, Clip Collector, hey, can you play the Peanut song? I said, I probably can. I probably can if I worked on it for 3 weeks. However, my goal is for me to actually pull up the song, give it a brief run through, and begin playing the song just like I can just play stuff that I've already worked on. You dig? So when you take that in mind, you guys can kind of see why I am not listening to any of the songs yet. And I just want to see how it goes. I want to see if I can pick up the melody. I want to see if my timing is where it should be. So let's find out, shall we? And I'm going to say, I know YouTube keeps doing the copyright. You know, they're not copyright striking me, but I'm going to say this for, I'm going to say fair use for this because we're going to see if my we're going to see if the melody is where it should be. And guys, I used to just practice playing just the right hand, the melody first, or saying I need to get stronger at the rhythm. I heard one very professional teacher say you should always learn playing with both hands. And as I started learning to play with both hands, I find that he's correct. Let's see. The Exodus song. And Not the Exodus movie. The Exodus song, Andy Williams. Let's see what we got here. From where? Words by Pat Boone. From Exodus. The Exodus song from the movie Exodus. All right, let's see what we got here. Apparently, I've never seen the movie Exodus. So the first thing I want to do is, and I want to nerd out with you guys for a minute. Okay, we're gonna pause that. I don't want that to play too loud. See when this movie came out. This is what it's all about. The movie Exodus came out when? There's gonna be a little delay here. This is why I prefer to type it sometimes. Okay, the movie Exodus. That's all I need to type. Came out in 1960. I was born in 78. So that movie is before my time. 60, 70, 78, 18 years prior to my birth. My dad was born in 57. So yeah, this movie is even before his time. And I'm cool with that. I want to learn older stuff and take a spin on it. So let's see what we got. Now, remember, I was playing this slowly. This is saying to play it broadly with pedal at a certain tempo. I don't even care about that at the moment. I just want to see if I can get that melody down packed. So let me see. Uh-oh. Go back a little bit. Let me see. Right. Sorry. Just like I was singing it. God gave this man to get cut. Okay, and cut. Goal met. Goal met. Goal met. And cut. We're not even. So if we're going to go with the key of F, and this is where we start nerding out. We're going into 31 minutes. I'm supposed to be out of here. So we're in the key of F, but we're starting off with what? The 6. Woo. So we're going from the 6 to the 7. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 to the 2. 4. This is how we get to create, guys. Yeah, all minor keys. D minor. You're right. G minor. Another minor. The B sub major. Back to the 5th. To the 6th. To the 3. To the 1. Yeah. Rob, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, because we can go all day with this and start creating different pieces of music. Guys, like, subscribe, share. I'm on a time limit because I got to get to. I was supposed to have been out the house at 6, and that probably was a couple hours ago. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. 2K Tuesday, hopefully. 2K Tuesday, hopefully. But what's your end goal? What's your end goal with music? My end goal, at least by the end of this year, is to become a better reader. And just by me just take it somewhere else? I can take it. Anyway, peace and hair grease. You guys have a good day. And I'm out. Don't forget about your end goal.